We are catching up today with Mount Mary University head softball coach Perry Clark prior to the team's doubleheader against Maranatha Baptist University. And coach, the 2024 season certainly so far has been one of adversity, some highlights, a lot of young players contributing. As we kind of stand here heading towards the home stretch, just share with us some of your impressions of the 2024 campaign so far.
Yeah, we've started out rocky. That's not a surprise to us. Our spring trip to Arizona was really tough. We knew that going into it. We faced a lot more adversity than I really had imagined, but we came out of it smiling and shining. And I told the girls when we got back home, competition was going to be more of our speed, more of our level, and just to keep their heads up. Our biggest thing right now, Josh, is we're just struggling getting hits consistently and stringing them together. We'll hit 2 or 3 an inning, but they're not consistent. We're not scoring enough runs to beat teams. But we're much more competitive in our games now than we were a month ago.
We have seen some signs over the last week, winning 3 out of the last 6, that things are starting to move in a positive direction. Is there anything you attribute that to, that the team is starting to look like it's playing better?
Yeah, I think the kids have understood, some of the things their mistakes that they're making at the plate. They're mentally much more in tune into the game than they have been before. And that's because they're not defeated as much. Wins will do that for you. Good at-bats will do that for you. And now that they're a little bit more confident, we're going to roll into what I call the last 30% of our season with much more confidence underneath us, knowing that we can compete with everyone out there that we have left in our season.
One thing that's been really clear following the team is a lot of talented young players gaining a lot of experience. I'm sure there are some challenges to that, but I'm sure there's a lot of real advantages to that too, maybe looking a little more long-term. Having the young players on the field, how has that been for the team, and how do you think that's going to help Mount Mary softball going forward?
Well, I think it's pushed the upperclassmen a lot more than they thought originally. Alex and Caitlin, two of the top, kids pop in my head, are really, really doing well at the plate. They're sound defensively. Are they making some underclassmen mistakes? Sure they are. But they're much more confident, and they want to be on the field all the time. So they're hungry at the plate. I think Ariana's pitching is finally getting some confidence underneath herself. She's settled down. She understands that this isn't high school. This isn't travel ball where I'm going to mow people down. She's getting hit and hit hard. Now she believes in her defense a lot more, and she's much more comfortable throwing.
And then finally, Coach, this Saturday, in between games, will be the recognition of the 2024 softball senior class. 5 players, a couple who have been major contributors over the years. Just your thoughts on the class heading into the recognition of the seniors on Saturday.
It's always an emotional time for us. I'm sure their comments will be the same that I've faced over 27 years of I can't believe it's gone by this fast. And we're going to reflect on, their 4 years here, but every one of those kids have helped us build our program, strengthen our program. They've all been contributors. There's not a senior there that's Alyssa a little bit, maybe not as much playing time, but she still gets enough. But the rest of them, they've been there. They've been through thick and thin. Mary's had a really good year pitching this year, her last year, solid at second base. And, she set that tone for everybody else. I think Bri Ecker, again, has had a great year. Bri Lupa obviously has shattered every pitching record here at Mount Mary. That's going to be a big loss for us. But then you got Jody, who transferred in. And I think that's my happiest moment is with her coming in, going into her last year because her former university closed, making friends quickly. The team accepted her very quickly and getting to play a lot more here than she did at her former school. And I think that's really made her senior year very special.
Reminder again, fans, Saturday and Sunday, the Blue Angels will have a doubleheader each day. Saturday, in between games scheduled for 12 and 2 p.m. will be the senior day recognition. And then Sunday, both days at Glendale Community Park, the Blue Angels will take on Alverno at 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Thanks, Coach. Good luck to you and the team.
Thank you.